Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Grace Life Announcements, everything you need to know about what's happening in the life of our church. Hey, for this kind of round of announcements, we're going to really just zero in on our grow groups because those are starting next week. And so listen, grow groups are a huge and important part of what we do as a church. Everybody knows that Sunday morning is not enough, right? It's a good time to connect and to worship together. It's important, but it's not enough to form the real depth of community that we need as believers. And so that's where the grow groups come in. And so what you're going to do is you're going to gather with a small group of people. You'll do a Bible study. We'll actually be looking forward to the passage that we'll preach on that next week. So this grow group session will be continuing to walk us through the book of James. And you'll spend some time just doing life together and praying over one another and building up those relationships, which are just so important for who we are as a church. One of our core values being authentic relationships. So let me encourage you to really prioritize the grow groups. It's going to start this next week. It's going to run to the middle of November. So you're not signing your life away. What I encourage you to do is go all in on it. Attend every session because if you do that, that's where those relationships are going to be formed. And so if you attend every one, I can guarantee you're going to get something out of that. If you kind of float in and out, it's going to really hurt your chances of getting the most out of the groups that you possibly could. So mark those days on your calendar and really prioritize them. So the first grow group is going to be Tuesdays at 9 a.m. and that's going to be a women's only group. It's going to be led by my wife, Kate, and that's going to meet at our house. The second group is going to be a men's only group. That's going to be led by me, and that is going to meet here at our church facility Wednesdays at 5. And then the third group is going to be a co-ed group, open to absolutely anybody. And that is going to be Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. It's going to be led by the Shillings, and it's going to be at the Shillings house in Pueblo West. If you need any of the leaders' contact information or any of the addresses for where those groups are happening, please get a hold of us. Let us know. I'd love to get you connected so that you can be a part of this very important piece of what we do as a church. And then the other thing I wanted to let you know is if you're a leader, I've already reached out to you personally about this, but we are having a training for grow group leaders after church this Sunday. And so stick around after the service, go ahead and find me, and then we'll just kind of gather together. It won't take very long, but I do think it'll help us be kind of set up for success for this fall session, and then if you're not leading a grow group, though, but maybe you've thought about it or you're interested in it or think you would be able to do that, or even if you just want to know, hey, what's that information they're sharing and what's that going to look like, would love to have you come, would love to have you join us. Like I said, it won't take too long, but it's going to set us up for success for this fall. And then we'll also offer an additional leader training in the middle of the session, so that'll be in October, and then we'll do one in November. It's kind of a wrap-up and a debrief. And so you're welcome to join us for that. Be prepared, hear what's going on, and we'd love to see more grow group leaders being developed through that. So go ahead and find me after the service on Sunday, and we will spend that time together, and I think it'll be well worth your while as we prepare for this fall session of grow groups that I am just really looking forward to. And so then finally, we come to Matthew's joke of the week, usually at the end. I thought instead, it just felt so fallish with all of the cold weather coming in. I instead would share kind of a creepy story for you, okay? And so the story begins in a dark and foggy night, and there's a man who's trying to walk back to his home, but behind him he hears a thump, thump, thump. And so he kind of walks around, he's feeling nervous, thump, thump, he hears it again. And so he turns around and he sees a casket that is actually standing up and is actually sort of walking towards him. The casket goes thump, thump, thump. And so the man is terrified. He begins running home as fast as he can, but he keeps hearing it behind him, thump, thump, thump. And so finally he gets to his door. He slams the door shut and he hopes it's going to be enough. But all of a sudden, this casket is so strong it actually breaks through the door. And it continues he hears the clap of the casket as it's open. And it's a thumpity, thumpity, thumpity. And he's so terrified. He doesn't know what to do. So he runs to his bathroom. He locks that door. He's hoping it's going to be enough to keep this monstrous casket away from him. But it's not. It breaks through that door too, and it's coming towards him. The man, filled with fear, doesn't know what to do. He panics, looks for anything he can use as a weapon. All that's near him is a bottle of cough syrup. He grabs the cough syrup. He hurls it at the casket, and then all of a sudden, the coffin stops. The coffin. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for watching. Look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday at 10 a.m. and for joining together for grow groups as we start our fall session together.